Here I am at the zoo in Arnhem, Burger Zoo, and we are going to draw the fourth animal, the Sri Lankan Leopard.
Magnifiek beest.
So here I am all geared up and ready to draw this amazing animal. There you see him. It's a beautiful leopard and I can see all the little dots, but of course here at the zoo I'm studying this magnificent animal in the life. Just watch him how he walks, how he sits, how he looks, stares at you, and well, I'm trying to get as much as nice detail as possible, and just watch the surroundings in which this animal lives. He has a fairly big enough room, a great spacious area. He can walk about, and what I also love is the way that the shoulder blades are moving on top of the line of the back. So I'm not sure quite what I want to draw once I go back inside and work out this magnificent animal. But well, it doesn't mind. I studied the head. Now I'm studying the way he is moving and how his long body is shaped. So well, here you can see it. He always holds his head a bit low. It's like well, he's always walking like he is going to hunt on some prey or something. And look at that, how he moves about. It's amazing, amazing. Well, it's hard always to draw animals once they are moving around, but you do get a fair idea of the slimness of its body and how supple this animal is. So, well, not sure quite what I want to do. Do I want to draw that amazing face and the way that he stares at us, or do I want to draw in the whole body? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. But we will just see what happens once I get back in my atelier at home. So here we're back at the atelier, the Sri Lanka Panther, and we're going to draw this. I made a little thumbnail here, and well, it's a solitary living animal. They only meet together when it's time to start breeding, and well, the male one was still pacing about. They had a lovely endeavor together the week before, and at first I wanted to draw in the panther, the head of the panther, and then a little panther or a distant panther in the background. But later on I will well, erase that panther, and I will show you how to get rid of a former idea. So I left that in, and well, I first started with drawing in the skull, and what is also well, what came to my attention is that the bridge of the nose is very, very broad. It's much broader than with our domestic house cats. And underneath the brow line there are, of course, the eyes. So I'm just starting to look a little bit for the anatomy of this amazing animal. And he's lying there in the sun. And well, first I wanted to draw a pacing panther, but it was, well, the head that is so interesting for me. So I diverted from my original idea, and you will see, I will show you how to do that. Now for the whole setup I'm using a simple charcoal pencil and Burger Sue, and thank you Burger Sue for also the reference pictures of course. Burger Sue has asked me to draw all the animals, all 8 animals, in in their natural environment. So I'm drawing by hand the surrounding, and of course the Sri Lanka Panther lives in a bushy area with a lot of trees around. And well, I'm making this up, this whole landscape that is surrounding my my subject of interest, which is the head of the panther, of course. And it's fun to do. It's great fun to do. And what is also important is looking for shadows. Now, the light, of course, is coming from the right side. So there's a big shadow on the left side of the head of the panther. And I'm not sure how to draw in the surrounding. Maybe here at the bottom I will draw in a tree trunk or something, a tree trunk that has fallen down. I'm just imagining what to do with that. And here you can see me erasing the panther in the background. I think it drew too much attention to it, so I'm going to get rid of it. And I simply erased most of the charcoal pigments. Back to our front panther, I'm starting to draw in the eyes. And what I notice is that the pupils are just underneath the brow line. And I think that's an amazing recognition. You can see it here on the right top. This is my reference picture, and you can see the pupils just underneath the upper eyelids. And what I also have to do, of course, is draw in all those little dots. Now, this is quite how will we call it? It's kind of like I have to mirror image the spots that are in the face, but also on the rest of the body and on the shoulders I can see little spots. The breast area is quite white. And the spots have some kind of a pattern. So I'm trying to focus on the patterns. And here you can see the entrances of the whiskers. And they all have to move along with the roundings in the head. And here on the shoulder, the spots are quite small, for instance. While on the back of the panther, which is closest to the viewer, on that part the dots are much bigger. So that's what I'm focusing, and I'm not drawing in each and every spot, not at all. But I do keep notice of the difference in size. Now I want to get rid of that panther, as I promised you. And what I simply do is I draw over some tree trunks, and I'm drawing in a hill, and then the panther has disappeared behind the trees there. So goodbye, second panther. And the inner ear, there are a lot of shadows too in that inner ear. And you can see some markings on the top of the right ear. And I'm drawing in some little branches here and there. And then when I'm happy with the whole composition, then I take a big brush, which is dry and which is clean. and then I push in most of the pigments into the paper. And I need to do that because, of course, I want to make a color drawing out of this. And what I can do then is by getting rid of most of the pigments, they will not blend together too much. And then I can start drawing in the sky. So I'm working from back to front. And I also keep notice of the sun coming from the right, also on the tree trunks, so that the tree trunks appear to be quite round and 3D-like. And here are some tree trunks, trees that have fallen down, for instance. I just made that up, just drawing by heart. And this is the far distance, for instance. I'm putting in a little bit of green. Maybe there are some green slopes there, sloping hills or something. And here is another fallen tree here laying on the ground. So I'll try to make that appear as round as possible too. And then I take my sap green pastel pencil and I simply put in a layer over my charcoal initial setup drawing. So just push that in a little bit, using a little bit of green, a little bit of light yellow to draw in the sun. I want to make our panther laying in the sun there, here in the front, with all its lovely dots. And well, I think I have the picture here as I want it. Now, once I'm happy with the surrounding, I finally can start to draw in the colors into the panther. And I'm using the Strathmore Charcoal paper here. And the paper itself is a bit of yellow ochre. So now all I have to do is use a little bit of mid ochre, a little bit of dark ochre, and the paper itself has an ochre color. And I'm using this very, very light yellow. And around the eyes of the panther, the hairs are very white, very bright, a little bit light yellowish. So I'm using that light yellow for all the hairs that are, well, shining in the sun, of course. And there are little hairs inside the ears that are popping out. There's a lot of light hairs around the eyes themselves. And the eyes are also very bright. But I first start searching for the sunlight now. I've put in all the dots with the charcoal, and now I can just simply well, take the pastel pencils, draw in the sun in the eyes, and I'm not paying too much attention to it. Just put in a layer of the light yellow. And here is its beard. Its beard have popping out little hairs too. And there's also a little bit of blue reflecting from the sky on the panther. Now here in the breast area, there are also very light hairs. And this is the sun shining upon the shoulder. So I'll push that in too, a little bit too. And I'm simply drawing around those spots. But the shadow on the right side of the head really needs to stay there. It's a very dark shadow, and that dark shadow makes it, makes the head pop out. and it makes it appear to be a very, very bright and sunny day. So that's why I am using now the charcoal pencil again to draw in the different sharp shadows that are made by the sun. And this is my yellow pastel pencil, and I use that for the sunny areas. And the charcoal pencil I use again to search for the direction of the whiskers. I just put them in with the black, and then I can simply go over them with the white pastel pencil. So I just make quick movements, like so, little whiskers going like here, little whiskers coming out there. Here the little hairs on the beard, a little bit. And, well, a little bit of yellow again. And then, well, there's my panther. So, hope you enjoyed this drawing. Maybe you want to draw along. That's fine with me. You can find the real-time tutorial of 2 hours on my Patreon page, should you be interested. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the next tutorial.